with so many engineers now working from home setups, how do you balance working in a professional studio versus a more mobile or home-based environments? Do you think the rise of remote workflows has helped or hurt the quality of music production?
I think in general, the accessibility of remote mobile workflows has been great.
Yeah.
Like we have had an incredible amount of cool music that's been made on laptops and headphones and like small little interfaces.
Literally.
Right. Great music, great art has been made on that, on small setups like that. So overall, I think it's great. I think technology has come a long way, and into bridging that gap, into like making it a little bit more murky as to like what is a professional setup and what is a at-home setup. It's kind of like they're living in the same world, right? For a lot of the stuff, there's a lot of companies that have integrated even stuff like room correction now.
I know,
where it's
nuts,
it's wild,
nuts,
so cool.
Yeah.
So I think the differences now come back to what is a better environment to create in. So if you have a band, right, like a 4-person band, maybe an at-home situation is not the greatest for like having everybody plugged in, everybody's like working on something and fleshing out arrangements, fleshing out songs.
Yeah.
Maybe you need something more in the professional realm, right? Treated room, amenities, make everybody comfortable, make it feel like it's a
live
nice
room, huge live rooms.
Yeah. And if that's the sound you're going for as well, right? Like like drums at home are never going to sound like drums in a giant hall, right? Like it's project dependent, it's song dependent, it's artist dependent, but I definitely think the gap is like so small. I'm even like, I'm, it's funny you ask, I'm right in the middle of putting together a new mobile rig.
Oh, nice.
Because I want to be able to work on the road. I'm trying, I'm working on getting better at mixing in headphones. Simply just because I want to be able to be more mobile. I want to be able to have that translation from working on a laptop, working in a studio, making it seamless, making it my work the same level. I specifically remember Andrew Sheps being like, I mix in headphones. There's no excuses for anybody, right? If some of the biggest records are getting mixed on headphones, then
there you go.
Get a pair of headphones.
Yeah, get a pair of headphones. I mean, and just before I get off this topic,
of course.
For your setup, like you're creating the mobile setup, you're creating something. What are some of the tools? Maybe you have them, maybe you don't. But what would be some like a nice starter? Like, you know, I'm going to be on the road, or I'm going to be very mobile in the city, going to people's houses or whatever. You know, you're recording mobily. What would be like a nice kind of starter pack setup to have to really be able to get some nice stuff going?
Sure. I mean, it kind of depends on what you're looking to record.
Yeah,
right?
true,
so like
true.
if you're recording multiple inputs, whatever, you might need to get like an Apollo X8 or something like that, 8 inputs, something that's a little more like rack centered around. Like you get like a rack and a lunchbox with a couple of 500
lunchbox
series.
So sick.
Get like a nice, you know, a nice chain going that you know and you like. That's if you want to like carry around a rack. You know what I mean? If which is also fairly mobile, right?
Yeah.
I mean, bare bones, you can just go like laptop and a nice little like, you know, Apollo interface to like twin, which is nice. I keep going to Apollo, not because I necessarily think it's the best or anything like that, but they do a really great job with like the integration of the software and the plugins, and a lot of people use it. So if you're going to be bouncing around from place to place to place, it's nice to have like, oh, we all use Apollo software. It's easy to just plug in and go. Something like
simple,
that.
Yeah, keep it simple.
Something simple, a nice quality, like pair of quality headphones. Something maybe spend more than a couple $100 on that. Like a nice set of headphones. Odyssey makes some incredible headphones. The Manny American 500s are like really nice.
Really nice.
Shout out Odyssey.
Let's get some of those over here, you know, if you don't mind.
But that kind of setup would be great for anyone.
For mobile.
You know?
Okay, that's for sure. That sounds good. I mean, and you know, for anyone listening who's starting off or like wants to get more mobile, like obviously things to keep in mind, you know, because that's, you know, if you're moving around and you're doing all these things, you want to be mobile but still have good quality and not, you know, get, you know, lost in trying to overspend on things you don't need to, and get, you know, keep it to what you need.
Yeah.
And if you can add some things, you know, the budget seems a little more, than you originally thought, then like, okay, cool, maybe we could do this, not do that, whatever. But I love that.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's like it comes down to the song.
Yeah, true.
Right.
True.
So if you can get a microphone in front of somebody that's doing something, it's capturing the performance. Is really what it's about. So
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. You said it.